Oh, here we go.
Tits.
Hi guys, does it still sound like I have a cock in my mouth? One sec. Ugh. Ugh. Why the fuck did I put cotton balls in my mouth? Anyway, just kidding. My 4 bastard wisdom teeth are out and my mouth is just about fully recovered. Thank fuck. If you're one of the lucky people needing their wisdom teeth pulled out, don't worry too much. If you can, splurge and opt for the general anaesthesia. As I lay there on my bed waiting patiently to go into the next room for surgery, I was treated to the sounds of drills and cracking coming from the patient ahead of me having the exact same procedure. I can't imagine enduring that while fully conscious. When I came to, I was groggy and pretty drugged up. Unfortunately, Bering didn't record me. That would have been funny to share with you. But apparently, I was talking like I was Bugs Bunny and calling the patient in the next bed a pussy cunt for throwing up, having had the same procedure. I didn't throw up because, as it turns out, I'm a super hard bitch with an iron stomach.
Tight.
Super tight. So I pretty much stayed in bed for the next 3 to 4 days on a bullshit liquid diet and a buffet of antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, paracetamol, and my much appreciated stash of oxycodone. Oxys, brah.
Oxys, brah.
Shelve 'em!
Fucking shelve him, eh? Shelve him!
No, don't shelve them. That's fucked up. Ew, gross. I hope you enjoyed the guest videos while I was away. Thank you to Omegon, Stacey King, Charming Man 93, Skeptic Llama, and Eccentric Hat. You're a bunch of stand-up cunts. Make sure you check out their channels if you haven't already. There's some good shit on there. So today I thought we'd take a little look at a video entitled, Is Mansplaining Real? It's not, bitch. Fucking moron. People often say that men explain things to women, but is that myth true? Mike's Ellie Cockash hit the streets, to see if men could explain this phenomenon to her. Alright then, Ellie Cockfist, show me how you try to bait men into mansplaining. Cockfist up her alley. Cockfist up her alley.
Do you think mansplaining is a real thing?
Let me just stop you so you don't waste a line of questioning.
Yes, go Mitch Fifield, you fucking legend.
I'm just giving you...
I love the mansplaining. I'm enjoying it.
I love your smirky bitch face.
Mansplaining?
Man what? Planing?
Planing?
Mansplaining. Explaining manhood? Or manscaping? Or what is that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Sounds like some stupid sexist shit to me.
What's mansplaining, Senator?
Well, it's the slightly patronising and condescending way that you're responding to my questions.
Excuse me? What did you say?
Oh, you're talking about men wanting or liking to explain everything.
Oh, or when condescending bitches have a problem with men voicing their opinion over women's.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Did you hear how she said that? Like, yes. It's when men talk over women. Actually, hey, did she just womansplain to that man what mansplaining was?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I knew what mansplaining was, and I was pretty certain they knew it too. I just had to get them talking long enough to prove it.
Kinda patronising, isn't it? I just had to keep their stupid man dicks inflated long enough, and I just knew one of those men would prove my point.
Do you ever interrupt people when they're trying to tell an anecdote or something like that?
Not at all.
You never interrupt people?
No. I don't do that myself, so I haven't seen that in my workplace at all.
Oh.
Ha! Epic fail there, love. Were there not a lot of men with toxic masculinity around that day? So far, both males have told her she's wrong about mansplaining. But we've only just started. Hey, surely the next couple of guys will do the patriarchy proud.
Well, I don't ever do that. I've learned to keep quiet, so my opinions stay here and don't reach this part.
My God, that is one effeminate dude. I reckon his missus has him on a tight leash.
Maybe what he needs is for you to pop your titty out his mouth and let the boy grow up.
I've given up. So I'm just along for the ride nowadays.
So basically, the last guy was a young man, never having grown a pair of balls, and this is the old man who, after many years of relentless whining, has relinquished his balls. Major Payne, once again, please.
Pop your titty out his mouth and stop babying him.
I'd call that a trade-off to his wife for some peace and quiet.
And I call it neutering.
Now, it
I
doesn't...
used to drive the bus, but now I'm just a passenger.
Did you see that look on her face and how quickly her body reacted to the man interrupting her while she was talking?
Now, it
I
doesn't...
used to drive the bus, but now I'm just a passenger.
It was like, oh shit, fap, 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 fap. He cut me off and this validates my whole being today. Fap, 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 fap.
Okay, he wouldn't let her speak, but I felt that the tiny woman was trying to communicate with me.
She's a fucking toddler. Frankly, it says everything that she'd rather fuck off and play with her balloon instead of listen to you try and trap her dad into becoming an example of how men are programmed to verbally oppress women.
So I followed her wordless directions and started talking to women.
Oh, of course. Forget what all the men just said. Who better to enlighten us about the male behaviour of mansplaining than women?
Have you ever been interrupted by a guy?
All the time.
Have you ever been interrupted by a woman? Oh, no? Didn't feel the need to ask that question in comparison?
Where do you get interrupted the most? Like at work or when you're in conversation with friends?
By my husband mostly. He can't help it. I think it's stronger than his will.
Love, it says a lot that he's sitting that far away from you. Perhaps you just talk too much. Maybe like, right now he's thinking, fuck woman, I spend all day at home with you listening to you talk about just fucking everything. I've come to this park for some peace and quiet, not to hear you bitch about me to some nosy fucking woman. Oh shit, me fucking Viagra's just kicked in. Nice. Thank you, Captain Boner. Captain Boner! Captain Boner! Captain Boner!
My dad maybe interrupts me and says, no, this is not right. And I'm like, it is. This is like a man thing you have in your head.
Maybe it's not a man kind of a thing, but more of a, I've lived a lot longer than you, so for God's sake, would you just listen to me for once, you insolent little child shit kind of a thing.
It made me wonder, what was this man thing inside their heads? I wanted to crack one open like an egg, but my producer, who is a man, told me no.
Oh nice, cracking a man's head open. Yeah, nice. Your man producer was right. It was a shit idea and a shit joke.
I think that sometimes when a man just knows he's right, he's right.
And sometimes when a woman knows she's right, she'll spend the day interviewing men trying to trap them into proving she's right.
That's you. That's how you talk.
Stop being a hypocrite.
Well, I mean, maybe sometimes women talk for too long. That's it.
Talk for too long?
I mean, we can kind of explain the same thing, but twice as fast.
He's right. Men and women are different. Female hormones make our emotions swing more frequently and feel the need to release these emotions through verbal expression. Research has even shown women to have higher levels of FOXP2, known as the language protein in our brains, making us more chattier than men. So given that women like to talk more, I'd say there's sense to him saying that men can explain the same thing twice as fast or in half the time more likely. What do you think, Bering?
Oh, I don't know. Fuck you talk too much.
I don't necessarily think men interrupt women, but I think sometimes in conversation you have to interrupt certain people.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Good.
I think it depends on the type of man you are. I've never really felt that men interrupt women. I actually feel women interrupt men.
Had he given her his man thing?
She rightly admits that women interrupt men just as much, if not even more. And what's the conclusion? She must have caught this shitty behaviour from men.
So he never interrupts you?
No, I really don't.
While it's humorous that he did in fact interrupt her there, I too would be quick to step in and defend my character right then. I don't see his behaviour as gender specific.
Suddenly, the little woman's message became so clear to me.
Stop trying to make my daddy look like he oppresses women, bitch. Maybe?
Men don't know when they're talking.
Oh, fuck me. Well, of course they don't. 'Cause men are babies, aren't they? Ha! Stupid dumbass men.
I do see myself interrupting at times. I don't do it on purpose. It just happens.
Again, not gender specific. Look at how nervous he is. He looks like he has a slightly awkward, shy personality. He probably finds himself interrupting people because he's socially awkward and stumbles upon when he should speak. Or he could be a king dick gangster player fucker. As far as I know, I don't know.
If you know that you're being a misogynistic person, then you can at least know how to change it. But if you don't realize that what you are doing is
naive,
demeaning to people, then you're not gonna know how to fix it.
Yeah, but if the judge and jury of what behaviour is misogynistic is your standard crazy, dried-up vag, scissor-banging whale third-wave feminist, then we're all fucked, because apparently I'm guilty of internalised misogyny.
The bigger problem is that men don't realize that they're mansplaining when they do mansplaining.
Imagine the reaction, Senator, if I said you were womansplaining.
So what do you think is going to happen to me when I go home with him now?
He won't say anything. He doesn't talk as much as you do.
He'll correct you and tell you actually how he doesn't interrupt you. Yeah.
I can deal with that.
I was scared for her. I hope she's okay.
I hope he's okay. He seemed to really love that Viagra. Captain Boner! Captain Boner! Captain Boner!
I thought that naming this phenomena would allow us to see it more clearly, but the denial was deafening.
Oh, it was denial, right? Because you can't have an option that conflicts with your stupid feminist reality, where being forward or opinionated has everything to do with the penis you're packing and not the individual's characteristics.
I reflected upon the practices of the little woman. Speak softly and carry a big balloon.
Yeah, a big balloon or a can of mace, because, hey, teach men not to rape and shit. Tits out, everyone.
Tits